Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do a little bit of No Man's Sky, talk about how to build a basic nip farm, or any type of farm that you're trying to build really. I'm going to use nip here as an example because it's the fun space drug and it's a good time and it's pretty good income, pretty good, supplemental income for other things that you're doing in the game. I've got some other videos up that show you very easy ways to make 20 plus million in very short amount of time, so I can link those in the description as well. But this is a great supplemental. It's fun, it's easy, and I'm going to try to show you guys how to build this with the least amount of parts, the least amount of resources and things like that. Now, I like the domes because it saves me so much time when I go to harvest. You click one button inside the dome, which I will show you, and you harvest all the plants that are around all at one time. And for me, it's a time saver. I'm not going to say it's the most efficient because, obviously if you build just the square farm in a big, large facility, you can probably gain a whole lot more plants. But as far as jumping to a location, doing a quick harvest of what you need for some extra money, and then ticking off, this is probably one of the best ways you can do it. Now, to first start off with, I always start out with a square piece right here in the middle, right? I use these prefab units, and I'll show you all the parts that I'm using for this. It's only really like 4 parts for the entire base that I use, and the prefab units seem to work the best. Now, if you come right here, when you click on your Z key for build, you're going to need a biodome. Very easy to build. These are simple resources, which is why I like them. You can do this almost right off the get-go when you start a game, even as a new player. You need some magnetized ferrite. You just did some dust, and it goes into ferrite, pure ferrite, and then pure ferrite goes into magnetite. You can make that in your backpack. You can make that with a very basic refiner on the ground in front of you, however you want to do it. Then you're going to need one of these square rooms. Very easy to do. This is just what I use. This isn't the way you have to build, guys. This is just a simple, minimal resource way of doing it. So again, pure ferrite, and then you're going to need this little straight corridor here, also pure ferrite, and then you're going to need this X-shaped corridor, also pure ferrite. You can actually use it with this T-shaped, but it's just easier just to go ahead and plop down the X shape since it's the same cost. But those are the 4 parts that you're going to need to start this build. So, all you do is you plop one of these down. Now, I recommend building this like on top of a mountain so that you don't have the ground going through your base, depending on what, if you're playing on PC or console, you can, if you haven't learned yet, you can only dig so far before the ground ends up getting filled back in. It's happened to a lot of my bases, and you learn early on to build above the ground, unless you can find an nice open cave or something. Now, you're going to put one of these down. Now, to start with, you can plop down one straight corridor and then an X, but from then on, you're going to need 2 straight corridors and then an X to have enough room in between so they don't overlap that much and get on top of each other. They actually will build, but it just crosses. It's too hard to tell which system is which. So again, I always build this about 8 out, and this is specifically for harvesting reasons. Now, once you go 8 out, then I start on the next corridor. Now, if you're gonna go crazy with this, it's so simple, guys. You can see these things aren't that high. It's so simple just to build up 1 level and go again. And you can even change the design a little bit and have the branches go a different way so it looks really cool, and you can have a really cool farm here. But this is just for basics. We're just talking basics here. So real fast, let's jump in to the area right here. Let me show you what I've done. Now, I always mark these for me so I know which corridors I've done. I just color code it green, red, blue, and you can see these haven't been started yet, but they will branch out. Now, on the first 2, when I first start a base, I always drop some facium. Now, facium is really easy to get, guys. All you gotta do is go feed some animals, they poop, you grab it, and you have it. And then you can start planting these flowers, and you can harvest these flowers to get more. It's very simple to get. And we'll talk about how to get the nip in just a second, but this right here is gonna be another of the facium so that I can expand a lot faster. And then we have our lovely nip buds, the gorgeous plant, the space drug. Now, guys, like I said, to be able to harvest these, it is so super simple. Like right here, harvest all plants. Harvest all plants. That is it. All you got to do is come in here and go bam. You've harvested every plant in here, and you can see 13 nip nip buds are in my backpack. Now let's take a look at the nip nip buds, right? So we can 13 right here. Excuse my kind of messy here inventory, but nip nip buds, that right there, that one click just got me 472,000 units. So simple, guys. And this is me just starting this base here today to show you guys and make this video. Now this is the one that I just did that are all gone, and then this is the other side right here with the nip nip buds. Now I was testing it earlier, so I already got a few of these. But again, guys, you just go down here and you plant your nip nip buds. So how do you get the nip nip buds is the next question, right? Now, one way that's really easy, since the new update has come out, we have our lovely Corvettes down here, right? Our lovely Corvettes. Now, our Corvettes have a mission, I guess call it a mission module inside of it. I'll tell you the name of it exactly here in just a second. It's slipping my mind at the moment. But you get these mission givers that you used to be able to get in the anomaly, or that you do get in the anomaly still, but they're a part of your ship, and these will actually give some nip nip, which I found it very fun. You'll see them right here. These rotate all the time, guys. All the time they rotate, and you can see right here. Then you'll have a little mission for nip nip buds. Now, the next easiest way, you can actually find these things on nip nip buds. You can find them in the canisters that you find on the planets, but probably the easiest way to find these things is to go down to fly to a pirate system. Now, I did cover this in the other video, and again, I will link that video in the description, but you can go to a pirate system and actually like pick up things like the suspicious packets from the dealers in there, and those have a chance of spawning nip nip buds. I've actually seen nip nip buds on NPCs as well, even though it's few and far between. But you don't need that many to get a farm going. You only need a few to expand, and then it's just exponential from there, right? So that is how you actually do a nip nip farm. Now, power generation, not that big of a deal. I just throw a couple of the solar panels up here with some batteries, and then as you expand, you'll end up building more and more to cover your base, so that your base stays lit at night as well. Or, easy enough, you can go into your F key and just on PC you use your 3, you go to power survey mode, and you go find you a hotspot, and you build you some like electromagnetic towers to get your power. Normally for outposts like this, I just stick to the basics. Like I said, this is specifically for new players. All you need is a solar panel and a battery, guys. It's not that hard. You just go over here to your power and industry and a battery, ferrite, carbon, and your biofuel reactor is a metal plating in oxygen, and then you can use your solar panel, which is metal plating, gold, and chromatic metal. Now these take a little bit more of a resource, so you can run biofuel if you want to do that. And again, here is your electromagnetic generator if you're going to go that route. But that's basically it for power. But guys, this is the easy setup. I hope this helped if you're looking to start a base and just didn't exactly know how to build it or get it started. This is about the easiest way that I have found to build. Now, I'm going to start some videos later, kind of maybe doing some different resources, mixing and matching. Let me know what you guys want to see, what kind of farm you want to see. Do you want to see something like way like at the other end of the spectrum farm? Or do you want me to kind of take this to a next step and do a farm of like, I don't know, like cactus and star bulbs or whatever it is for the next resource up in line, to start a farm, to build things to make more money, right? It's all about the money. So you can, buy new ships but guys, later in No Man's Sky, money, it really hasn't become a thing. I mean, if you look at, I've got 851,000 from all kind of different things. You can do the farming of the ships and stuff and end up with a few $100 million in the blink of an eye in just a couple hour play session. And I may end up doing another tutorial for that as well. But thanks, guys. I hope this helped. Excuse my voice there. I hope this helps. Please leave comments. Let me know if you need details or whatever. Feel free to reach out. Love helping new players and stuff like this. No Man's Sky is, back on the radar. We got so many people playing. It's exciting. Really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do next. The Corvette update was fantastic. I love it. But as always, guys, thanks for the support. Appreciate it. Thanks for the comments and everything. Leave a like. Throw a subscribe out there if you don't mind. And as always, I'll see you on the next video.